Man bought a newspaper on the street. The old man told him that this newspaper could predict the future. The man looked at the date on the newspaper in confusion. It showed that a car accident would happen today. When he checked the time, he realized it was 15 minutes later, so he smiled and left with the newspaper. Then he rode his bike to an intersection. He noticed the scene was exactly the same as the one in the newspaper. He quickly stopped his bike and avoided the accident. He finally realized that the person mentioned in the newspaper was himself. It turned out everything the old man said was true. This newspaper could really predict future events. At that moment, he saw the newspaper said an old man would collapse on the street due to sudden illness, and the time was just 1 minute away. Sure enough, the accident happened in the next second. The man quickly ran forward to check the old man's condition. He took some medicine out of his bag and gave it to him. Eventually, the old man woke up and recovered. Suddenly, a woman drove a Lamborghini to the scene. It turned out the old man was the head of a top financial group. He then took out a bank card with $2 million to thank the man, and he even wanted to introduce his granddaughter to him. The man smiled and politely refused the old man's kindness, but he still accepted the bank card. As the man walked away, the woman seemed to have fallen in love with him. Later, the man went to an ATM to withdraw money. When he saw the balance showing $2 million, he could not help but shout excitedly in the street. Then he wanted to share the news with his wife, but he heard strange sounds on the phone until the newspaper blew against his face. It showed that his wife would check into a hotel with another man in 30 minutes. After reading it, he got so scared that he dropped his phone and immediately rushed to the hotel. He could not believe his wife would betray him. At first, he thought the newspaper must be wrong until he knocked on the door and saw his wife. Only then did he realize his wife had really betrayed him.